Ah yes, the classic case of big mouths and weak chins. Trash talk is an essential part of combat sports. It hypes up the fight, entertains the crowd, and sometimes even gets inside an opponent's head. But what happens when a fighter talks too much and can't back it up? Well, today we're diving into the most brutal reality checks in combat sports history. From boxers who thought they were invincible to MMA fighters who let their egos write checks their fists couldn't cash, this video is a masterclass in instant karma. So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy as these fighters get humbled in the most humiliating ways possible. Before we start, hit that like button and subscribe, because watching overconfident fighters get destroyed never gets old. Eddie Hall versus Hafthor Bjornsson, the strongman showdown. What happens when two gigantic strongmen with no real boxing experience step into the ring? Pure chaos. Eddie Hall and Hafthor Bjornsson had bad blood dating back to their world's strongest man days. Eddie believes Thor cheated, and Thor just wanted to settle things once and for all. Eddie Hall was convinced he was the superior athlete. He was built different. He trained with boxers, claimed he had a street fight mentality, and told the world he was going to knock Thor out fast. But as soon as the fight started, it became painfully obvious. Eddie Hall was just swinging wildly, hoping for a miracle.
Come outside, you're a chick. Rip your face off me. Where I'm from, if someone wrongs you, you saw it in the street. Unfortunately, you weren't prepared to do that the other night because you're a so we're going to do it in the rings. But I've beat some good pro boxers, very good pro boxers, with referees.
Spoiler alert, that miracle never came. Instead, he got outclassed, outboxed, and dropped on his back multiple times. Moral of the story, lifting heavy things doesn't teach you how to fight.
Dirty halfway through. Oh! Big punch there from Thor. Eddie's made it to his feet.
The fighter who thought he was a lion until he got tamed. Trash talk is one thing, but acting like a full-blown cartoon villain, that's next level. This guy thought yelling, barking, and talking endless trash would intimidate his opponent. Instead, it just made his knockout even funnier.
That's it. Here you go.
And then, boom. Nothing like a dose of humility served with a side of unconsciousness. Usyk, the fighter who lets his hands do the talking. Alexander Usyk is known for three things: his insane boxing skills, his humble personality, his absolute refusal to engage in childish trash talk. Instead of running his mouth, Usyk lets his opponents dig their own graves. His opponent thought fighting dirty, throwing low blows, and talking smack would shake Usyk. But Usyk, he just smiled, and then he delivered a beatdown so clean his opponent had to regret every word. Usyk, I am not superstar. I am boxing. Opponent, I am sleeping. If you're loving these brutal reality checks, drop a comment with your favorite KO so far. The fighter who couldn't stop yelling until he got dropped. Confidence is important in fighting, but when you talk like you're invincible and then crumble like a house of cards, that's comedy gold. This guy spent the entire pre-fight press conference screaming about how he was going to destroy his opponent.
Porque lo primero que lanza
Fast forward to the fight. All that yelling didn't do much for him. Nothing like a reality check served with a knockout punch. The fighter who faked a touch and paid for it. A fist bump before a fight is a sign of respect, but faking it just to sucker punch your opponent, that's just asking for karma.
Hey,
And karma did not disappoint. You live by the cheap shot, you get dropped by the cheap shot.
Look to be hurting upper.
The fighter who mocked his opponent and then got obliterated. Showboating in combat sports is like playing with fire. It can make you look like a genius or an absolute fool. This guy, he chose to test fate in the worst possible way. Instead of focusing on his defense, he decided that dancing, sticking out his tongue, and taunting his opponent was a better use of his energy.
Shevsky's swarming on him here. Owens backing off, covering up. It's another hook. Owens falls down. That's all.
Now there's a long history of fighters getting cocky mid-fight and still winning. Muhammad Ali did it, Anderson Silva did it, but the difference, they actually had the skill to back it up. This guy, not so much. Instead of dodging, blocking, or even attempting to defend himself, he was too busy playing to the crowd and his opponent. He had enough of the circus act. 1 second, he's dancing like he's on a TikTok live. The next, he's waking up wondering why the lights are so bright. It turns out dodging punches is more important than dancing. Who knew? Oh right, everyone except him.
Oh my, that's the second time that Avalos has hit on the break. And now what has happened here is complaining. Takes a big left hook. Shows Machismo as he waves Frampton in. Frampton obliges him and stops the challenger.
The rat who couldn't hide a cocky fighter tries every dirty trick in the book, but his opponent sniffs him out and delivers a brutal beatdown. Oh, here we go. When in doubt, cheat your way out. But guess what? This rat just got caught. And just like that, the so-called master strategist is running for his life. Ah yes, the I regret all my life choices moment. The taunting clown who got put to sleep, a cocky fighter insults his opponent, showboats, and lands illegal shots. He thinks he's winning until he gets knocked out cold. Some people just don't know when to shut up. Oh, that's gotta hurt. From trash talk to nap time in 5 seconds flat.
From Albania.
The cheap shot backfire. A dirty fighter tries to punch after the bell, only to get destroyed seconds later. Oh, cheap shot after the break. Bold move. Let's see how that works out. And instant karma. And just like that, the dirty player is out of the game. And there you have it. A collection of the most humiliating trash talk fails in combat sports history. If you enjoyed watching these fighters eat their words and the canvas, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Because remember, talking is easy, but backing it up, that's another story. See you in the next one.